From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Tuesday, February 13th, 2018. Silver is trading at $16.64 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,329 per ounce. Zen Cache is trading at $36, and the average price of Bitcoin is $8,538. Antiwar.com reports, speaking to the KCNA state media outlet, North Korea's Jong Un appeared very upbeat about continued diplomacy after the Winter Olympics, saying that he sees a warm climate of reconciliation and dialogue, and that keeping up with the dialogue is important. It's hard to believe that about a month ago, the two Koreas had no direct contact at all. A couple of brief meetings in the DMZ led to North Korea sending a very high-level delegation to the Winter Olympics, and that led to a lot of opportunities for talking and expressions of unity. Now that the two nations are riding high on the Olympics, and South Korea's President Moon has a standing invitation to visit North Korea, an opportunity that would potentially be even more significant than what's come so far, Kim says he believes South Korea's accommodations for their last-minute Olympic involvement was very impressive, and while U.S. officials continue to downplay the chance of the diplomacy accounting to anything, it seems it already has, and both Kim and Moon are looking to build on the strong foundation they've suddenly got.
For over 40 years, Robertson Roberts brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. And as a Bitcoin-preferred business, Robertson Roberts brokerage has removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Robertson Roberts brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co.
UPI reports two Baltimore police gun trace task force detectives were found guilty on multiple charges in a federal corruption trial on Monday. A jury found detectives Daniel Herschel and Marcus Taylor guilty of racketeering, robbery, and overtime fraud, and both face maximum sentences of 60 years in prison. The pair were both acquitted on counts of possession of a firearm and furtherance of a crime of violence, carrying a mandatory minimum sentence of 5 years. Prosecutors said the two officers acted as both cops and robbers by stealing large sums of money from residents while claiming to be doing police work. The Baltimore City Fraternal Order of Police wrote on Twitter following the verdict, "No citizen is above the law, and in the case of Herschel and Taylor, the jury has spoken. We wish the discovery of their crimes had occurred earlier, but we trust Commissioner-designee D'Souza's strategy for seeking out corruption within our ranks will be successful." 4 officers who had previously pled guilty in the case testified for the government and identified Herschel and Taylor as part of a crew that stole money and split it among themselves while working together to cover up their actions. Herschel and Taylor joined 6 former officers who previously pled guilty in the case and were subsequently fired. Baltimore Police Commissioner-designate Daryl D'Souza released a statement saying Herschel and Taylor have been suspended without pay since they were indicted on March 1st, 2017. Prosecutors said more than 125 convictions in cases involving the officers were dropped or vacated, and the public defender's office said thousands of cases have been compromised due to the officers' admission of lies and theft throughout the past decade. Baltimore Mayor Catherine Pugh said, "I want all of our citizens to know that I have likewise been appalled by the level of dishonesty and betrayal that these individuals, and others also implicated, perpetrated here in our community. There is no more important element to effective policing than trust between men and women of our police force and those they have sworn to protect and serve."
Are you looking for a cryptocurrency that has a focus on users and usability? Then look into Zen Cache. Zen Cache is the world's first private, distributed, and reliable platform for communications, transactions, and publishing. Zen Cache features global governance with inclusive decision-making, reliable funding for continuous improvements, and documentation and wallets in many languages that are available for Linux, Mac, Windows, and Android devices. Learn more at zensystem.io. That's zensystem.io.
Reuters reports the U.S. Senate began a major immigration debate, its first in nearly 5 years, on Monday evening that could decide the fate of 700,000 dreamer immigrants, young people brought into the country in violation of immigration law as children. Late on Monday, Senator John Cornyn, the number 2 Republican in the Senate, put tight time constraints on the normally slow-moving Senate. Democratic Senator Dick Durbin, Cornyn's counterpart, told reporters he hoped a combination of the Senate's 49 Democrats and independents, coupled with 11 Republicans, could get behind a bill, propelling it to passage. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.